Kato, as Lord Harunori, moved through an ordered interior, his steps measured, the space arranged with care, the structure of the room reflecting the discipline he carried. The break came without warning. Riku, as the ninja Ren, crossed the frame where no one was expected to be. He cut across the space, closing distance in a way that disrupted everything that had just been set. On screen, the noble turned, steel was drawn. The fight followed without pause, each exchange held just long enough to register. The ninja closing distance quickly, the noble redirecting, keeping the structure intact as it was being broken. The noble's blade drove forward and caught along the ninja's mask, the edge dragging across the fabric before tearing through. Recognition followed, it was carried in the line,
Ren?
The scene shifted, the frame broke into memory. Younger versions of them moved through a different light. The structure of the world softened, the space between them no longer held by distance. The noble no longer measured, the ninja no longer hidden, the difference between them not yet defined by what they would become. On screen, the closeness was easy, shared space, shared movement. A moment held too long to be mistaken for anything else. It shifted once more, Ren stepped in first. Harunori didn't pull away. They kissed. The tone changed again. The light dropped. Fire replaced it. A house broken open, movement cutting through it without restraint. The structure that had held everything before collapsed under it. The audience quieted. At the center of it, Ren's family. They did not survive it. The house stood broken open, bodies left where they had fallen. Ren was nowhere to be found. The frame held that absence. On screen, the fight resumed where it had been left, the distance between them unchanged, but the weight no longer the same. The movements slowed, the exchanges losing their edge, familiarity sitting where conflict should have been. The closeness extended past the point it needed to.
I looked for you.
The ninja didn't pull away.
To kill me?
The distance closed. The kiss was not rushed. It was held long enough for the audience to settle into it, long enough that the scene began to linger past its own logic. Fabric shifted next. Layers loosened just enough to suggest what the scene wanted to say. The final sequence, two facing each other, blades held between them.
If this life won't hold us, then the next one will.
Movement broke in from both sides, figures entering the frame in numbers. The structure of the scene widening as the two clans closed in, surrounding them.
Find me again. I will find you.
They stepped forward at the same time. The cut came just before the outcome. The crossing began. Riku stepped forward with the crowd, his pace easy, his movement blending without effort, while Kato entered from the opposite side with a steadier rhythm, his posture held even as the bodies around him shifted. They crossed through the same space and passed each other without contact. Riku reached the far side and slowed, just enough for the movement to register. Across the crossing, Kato did the same. Neither of them turned immediately. Then they did, at the same time. The signal shifted again and the crowd began to move in the opposite direction, the lines resetting as if nothing had happened. Riku stepped forward, Kato followed from the other end. The movement shifted from walking to something faster, the distance between them closing as they moved through the crowd without breaking their line of sight. They reached the center of the crossing, the contact landing without hesitation, the kiss coming through the motion, not shaped or adjusted, but carried by the same force that had drawn them back toward each other. The crowd continued around them, the signals shifting, the flow resetting again, but they remained where they were.
If this life won't hold us, then the next one will. Find me again. I will find you.
I found you.